this, well, technically last week's tutorial today, as I haven't been feeling very well, so I'm doing it today to make up for it, so you'll get 2 tutorials this week. That's 4, but 2. But it's basically going to be a bit of a something that I haven't done properly before. Anyway, I've dressed up as her, but I didn't do the makeup. I just sort of didn't really like put any foundation on or anything. So I'm gonna do it all properly today, and hopefully you'll like it. And it's involving a wig that I got about 6-7 months ago now, and the wig is crazy. You'll be able to tell who it is by the wig. Just saying. It doesn't look very orange on the camera, but it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do is excuse me. I've already put all my stuff out on my palette. It looks really dirty there, but it's not. I'm just gonna get a bit of concealer because Merida is quite pale. I'm just going to put it on all my main red bits. Okay, for the foundation, because I only have quite dark foundation at the minute, I've had to be a bit artistic. I've mixed this foundation that I don't really like with some white face paint. So it's all you need to do is just keep mixing until you've got it the colour that you want it. It's really easy. Yeah. Okay, so you're just gonna, and if it's sort of if the because this is gonna sound really crazy, but for anyone who does dress up quite often and use face paint, face paint can be quite watery. I don't know if you guys have any idea what I'm talking about. But I learned, the reason why I did a trial run is because I've never done anything like this before. So it's interesting to see. You can already see that I'm like a ghost on the camera. I've just got black all over me, I don't know how. That's not good. And you can see the difference now, I've wiped that black off my nose. Now, depending on if you are quite dark skin tone wise, you might want to do all down your neck and to sort of where your clothes are, sort of thing. Because you don't really want to be really pale like Merida on your face and then sort of really dark on your neck. You look a bit weird. Okay, so once you put the first like layer on, like this feels really wet right now. It'll probably be best if you have a sponge, and I don't have one. So if you've got a sponge, just like dab it all over and it will take like the excess off. But you'll still need to leave it to dry. It feels really horrible, but it will be fine. But don't forget, this is classed as foundation, not face paint. But if you have got any pale foundation, it's a lot better to do it. Okay. Right, if you can get a paler one than what I've got, it would be so much better for like the outcome. But because I haven't, and this just came to me last night and I was bored, so I get bored easy. Okay, so you're just going to dab your brush in like you would normally. Just go over the face paint. Don't put loads on your brush because you don't want to like put loads of like pale foundation on or face paint or whatever and then end up looking brown. It's not really. Now Merida's she's got quite a small nose, so you'll need some contour and stuff, but I'm not actually going to use the contouring that I would normally. For this, I'm going to use a matte white eyeshadow, and this actually says compact foundation. It's like a cream. It just works well with the face paint basically. Once you put your like powder foundation on top, don't put too much, like I said. Let me find my brush. I've got too many brushes in one place, it's not good. Got it. Okay. That one that I normally use it for like on top of the eyes or the eyebrows. You just like dab it into your product, I don't know if you can see that. You don't really need to like dab it onto your hand like I normally do. Basically this is going to reshape your nose. So we're going to start at the eyebrows and go down. Do it again. And then I found out, I was messing about with my brushes, see which one. I look really weird right now. This one, it's actually quite hard, but it's really good for buffing and blending. I thought it was just going to be a really just keep blending until you can't see that line, but try not to go on to this bit. That's where you're going to put your highlight, and if you've got something dark, it will just interfere with the whole sort of highlighting and shading thing. Okay, And I've just noticed that this brush had black on it. It's going to go darker than it was meant to. As you can tell on this side where the shadow is. Okay. And this is what we're going to do. God. Get your white eyeshadow. With the blending brush, don't forget to dab off that excess, because what you don't want is a white line. It's not good. Okay, now the face paint has dried, pretty much, just not here. Just get a softer brush and I'll just spilt it all over me. Just go up onto your forehead. Okay, now Merida's got quite a round face, so you don't want to do too much contour in here. So here's what I'm going to do. Get your blending brush. If you look straight on in the mirror, it's a lot easier. And it hasn't got any. If you've got quite a thin face, anyway, which I haven't, I would recommend not doing this shading bit, but put a bit of the highlight in there, because then it'll bring your face out and you'll have the shape of Merida's face. Of course, that's if you want to, you don't have to. I keep losing my brushes today, what is wrong with me? Probably see that side better now. I'm going to try and keep that white in, rather than having half my face brown and half of it. Okay. You'll also need, I don't know if you'll be able to see the colour on here, but it's not white, but it's like a pale pinky, like a pastel pink. Pale, just say pastel pink. Don't know if you'll be able to see if I hold them next to you. Yeah, a little bit. Now I find this better because you don't want too much of the product on. Get some on your finger. Just put it all over the eyelid. I'm not using eyelashes for this tutorial, purely because I tried it yesterday and my eyelashes have just completely, I think they've disowned me. I did put a review on my Facebook page, I don't know if you guys saw it. But basically, what was I going to say? Yeah, basically they just sort of like bend and fall apart. is all I'm doing here is I'm just getting the white eyeshadow, just put it on the inside of the eye. You can see it better there. You can see it better there than there. And just go into the crease a little bit. And then if you just lose that pinky colour, just go back over. Okay. To be fair, I love doing this makeup. I might do more Disney ones. And all my friends like now are like, oh no. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to work on this bit of the eyes, and then I'm going to go on to the eyebrow. So get your slanted brush. You should really buy more of these because we use them way too much. Now I've used a dark brown. And here's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go as close to the eyelashes as I can. Now it doesn't make that much of a difference when you look at it, but it will in pictures because it will give you that definition on your eyelashes and it makes them look thicker. I thought I don't want to wear eyelashes when I'm doing a Merida tutorial because she doesn't wear them. She hasn't got big eyelashes, she's just got normal eyelashes. That sounds really weird. Now this bit is completely up to you guys. If you've already got eyelashes, if you've already got thick eyelashes, then you don't have to do it. It's completely up to you guys. But now I'm going to do the eyebrows. Now when I look back at the pictures that I took yesterday, they looked very weird. I don't know if it was just me, but head over to Facebook and check them out, guys, because I want your opinion. This is just red lip liner. I do try and do it with orange eyeshadow. And it kind of didn't work. And for this bit, you might need one of these. It's just like a mascara brush, but without the mascara. Really useful when you're doing like different coloured eyebrows. You see the difference now? Is it just me or does it look really weird? But if you do have like, because Halloween's coming up, I know a few of you booked me to do your makeup, but if you are doing your own makeup, don't be scared to like use different things for different things, like lip liner on your eyebrows. Don't be it's not gonna like make all your hair fall out, but it is a good idea just to like have a play before the night, because what you don't want is to figure out that you can't do it or whatever. Okay, keep that handy because you'll need that. I'm just going to get a really fluffy slanted brush. This has to be my favourite brush at the minute, it's amazing. Just get some orange eyeshadow. Just go over lightly. It should take the harshness of the red off. Okay. Now, I'm not normally a fan of brown mascara, which I can't find, which isn't useful. Oh, that's my brown mascara. Oh, bugger. Oh, I've got it. Whew. This mascara is just out of my kit from last year at college. No one ever used it, so still got loads of it left. Here's what we're going to do. Just put it all over the eyelashes. Like you would a normal mascara. And sometimes you can see sort of, that looks black on the camera, but it's not, I promise you it is brown. And the reason why we're using brown is because Merida has ginger eyelashes. But you can't really dye your eyelashes ginger. It's not helpful, and it's not exactly I can't think of the word right now. It's not very suitable, let me put it that way. Because the last thing you want is to dye your eyelashes when you're not a professional and you don't know how to do it. Okay, so we'll leave that mascara to dry. Oh. I was going to sneeze then. And what we're going to do is I've picked blusher. Because if you look on any pictures, Merida's always got red here. Like she's hot or something. She's ginger. But it's, what's it called? It's called Candy Pink, this one is. Is what we want to do is we want to start building the colour up. And instead of going sort of, I'll just do it, you can see. If you go in for more of a realistic look, shall we say, I wouldn't do this as harsh. Or if you're going for less of a fancy dress look, shall we say, don't do that. She'll look a bit strange. Okay. We're going to go back into the white eyeshadow. I normally use a slanted brush, but I really don't know where it is. And we're just going to highlight the eyebrows like we always do. And with the eyebrows being red, be very careful. Because if you go too far into the eyebrows, you'll bring red down here, and then you have to wipe all of that off and do it all again. So yeah. Okay, so with the mascara, it's really important just to keep layering it up. We're gonna go in again. just to harshen that line. If you've got a really small paintbrush, I haven't got a makeup brush that's small, so I'm using a paintbrush. So all I've done is mix black eyeshadow with water. Right, just wait for that to dry. Also, oh, my brush just broke. Also, if you don't want to do, my eyebrows look really red right now. If you want to do more of a smoky eye glam Merida, don't do ginger eyeshadow, orange eyeshadow, because I don't know, I just don't like it, but I don't think it will be, like, people won't look at you and think Merida, they'll look at you and think a pumpkin or something, so don't do that, it's not good, it's not a good idea at all. Okay, with the brush that I just broke, I've just gone into the powder, and if it still isn't dry around your neck, did you guys see that? It's not me. Okay, I won't be using that brush again. It's just a bit more of a highlighter to like boost it up a bit. Okay, because she is a Disney princess, even though she's not the most girliest of all of them, my normal mascara that I use, and because it's got this sort of wiggly brush, it's really good for corners. I'll show you what I mean. You guys see that? So if you can get a brush like this, even if it is one like that, even though I've never seen any like in that shape like that, but if you can, I would advise it, just purely for stuff like this because it's good. Okay. Right, we're not actually, I didn't actually do any eyeliner yesterday, but if you want to, just to frame the eyes a bit, that's fine. I haven't got a white eyeliner, so I'm going to use a silver. It's the same pencil that I used in my fantasy tutorial 2 weeks ago technically. Right, that's it for the makeup for now. Okay. If your wig is quite thin, I kind of wouldn't advise you to put your hair in a bob. It's not the best thing to do when you're putting a wig on. if you have got them wig caps, that would be better. But if you haven't, do it the way I'm doing it. Okay. This is where I look really weird. Promise. Just put it on the front and push it at the back. Measurement. But this wig, it tends to fall forward like that and I look really weird. So, get 2 bobby pins. This front bit, because you can see all my hair here, because I haven't got one of them wig caps. I've still got one in here from this side. Try and get bobby pins that you'd use for blondes. There you go, and you'll look all Scottish and cool. Right, I was messing around with the lips as well yesterday. And Merida's not exactly the girly type, is she? So, just to give it a bit more of a princess feel, I've got some, like a beige lip gloss. You don't want to put too much on. And then now you can see how everything adds up. Just going to get that pink eyeshadow. It is a really pale pink. I'll be surprised if you guys can see this when I upload it. And get your brown mascara. And your black with a squirrely brush. And that is your Merida. All done. If you can get some natural eyelashes, ones that look really natural but slightly longer than yours, I would advise that, because right now she looks very plain compared to sort of Merida. But yeah, if you guys want to comment below, subscribe, like, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook and all that groovy stuff. Also, tell me what you think about the wig, because I'm still a bit, I don't know, just let me know, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.